Hello everyone, this is George Gonzalez from Frontline SEO, and we're going to have a continuation here. Now, instead of doing a MOWG run where we import the web page through the toolbar, what we're going to do is we have the website built, we have our index page, we have everything laid out where it needs to be laid out, right? Everything looks the way we want it to look, and we're just going to grab certain bits of content and MOWG the content by itself. Because before, when I grabbed everything with import web page, I had all my testimonial text in there, I had the coding all jacked up, it looked like crap, and I don't like that. I like to keep everything as neat as possible all the way through the process. It helps me down the road when I come back and look at a job and see, oh yeah, okay, this is what I need to fix. And I suggest and recommend that you guys do it as well, because it just makes your life a lot easier when you're trying to find problems, if there are any problems. Okay, so what I want to do here is on the desktop I created a new folder. It's Colton 2, and I'm going to take this page, file, save as, and I'm going to put this index page inside of Colton 2. And no, I don't want to update the links. If I update the links, it means that where it says quote underscore all files plumbers directory, it's going to change it to desktop user whatever. So I don't want to do that. I want to keep my linking the same because that's set up for the website. So hit no, and what it does is it breaks it here, but when I upload it on the via FTP, everything's going to be fine, so don't worry about that. Alright, so what we're going to grab, open up Excel, and we have a new Excel sheet. So we're going to file, save as, and put this in that folder as well. So this will be my VARs Excel sheet, save. And in here, we're going to start grabbing the content that I want to get MOWG'd. Obviously I want my title to be MOWG'd, so I'll grab my title, and I can do this. Grab title, meta name, meta description, copy all that. In Excel, I can just paste and hit code to vars, and it automatically puts it across, right? Next thing I want to grab is the sentence, right? I want to grab that sentence there. So get your business listed for free. Click image. So I'll just highlight that. Highlight with the div. Okay, I don't want to change free, and I don't. Oh, I guess I could change the whole thing. Let me just grab the whole thing. So copy and just paste it and hit code to vars. It automatically takes it to the end, and you can see it here, and all the coding is split up. Here's the div class, boom, and get your business listing directory, span coding, perfect, free, quote, boom, beautiful. Next thing is call us immediately. So I'm going to copy this. Let's see here, how do I want to do this? Paste. Code to vars. Grab these two paragraphs. Copy. Paste. Code to vars. Why are plumbers so expensive? There we go, that's a good one. So I'll grab the entire thing, paste it, oops, code to vars, and go check that. Let's see how that was split up. I want to see that one. Why am I down? There we go. So here's the tag. Why are plumbers so expensive? Why are plumbers so expensive? Good question. Put the link all in one cell. Perfect. Check out this article. It's perfect. I wanted to make sure that link stayed intact. Okay, so then our plumbers will come check out any emergency. want to var that. Code vars. And as you can see, I'm just clicking any open cell down here. It doesn't matter where. Just click Control V is what I'm doing to paste it. And I hit code vars. It automatically takes it to the end and puts it in there. Alright. And I just do this, and I make sure I grab everything. I'll copy that, everything that I want emoji at least, or anything that I want to have a variation for. Code vars, and then we have a list, unordered list. Now I could keep this. I don't really need to change this because those are the keywords that I want. Those are the things. So I'm not going to emoji that. Right, so there's no point. I'm just going to skip over that and go on to this one. Grab this, copy, code vars, and I'll just finish off with these two paragraphs right there. Copy, boom, code vars, and that's it. I'm done. Okay. So I don't really need to change anything else. The rest of it is my testimonials. Don't want to mess with that stuff. Don't need to change the footer. Don't need to change anything else. I'm good to go. Okay. So from this point, everything inside of here is going to be the same as before. We're going to fix this code reassembly. Okay. We're going to fix this. Oh, dang it. Code reassembly. Oh, okay. It broke it back up. Got it. And code reassembly. And I want to find, maybe I got more instances of my phone number. So I'm just going to check real quick. Find it. Nope, just those two. Perfect. And like I was saying, we'll save this, and we do the same steps as before. We have our words that we need to var out. Now what we need to do is get our thesaurus, right? So hit thesaurus. Done. It creates the sheet, has all our synonyms that we need, and it gives us the SRW, code SRW line that we need. And boom, you can see that there's only 277, which is fine with me. That's all I'm going to var out. Everything else can stay the same. No big deal. Grab our SRW code by double clicking in the cell and highlighting everything. Control C or right click, copy, and we're going to go to Spin Rewriter. Inside of Spin Rewriter, click on Rewrite Your Article, and we're right here, rewrite a single article. I'm going to paste that code in there. I'm going to check on settings, make sure it's recommended. I still want to keep plumbing as the protected keyword, and start the rewriting process. Now this should be considerably faster than last time because it's only 277 words. Perfect. That's done. Now I want to click on settings, recommended, perfect. One click rewrite, recommended, protected keyword, start the process, and in about 60 seconds this will be done. So I'll pause it real quick and be right back. Okay, that's all done. So I'm going to continue to the final step. Text finalized, and here's our text. Perfect. So I'm going to highlight everything in here by clicking Control A for select all, right click and copy, or Control C, and we're going to come back over here to our Excel sheet. Go to a blank document or a blank sheet and double click and paste. Again, you can hit enter or click this green check mark, and it's all in one cell. That's what we want. Now we want to convert this because we can't have it in a single row. We need to have columns. So we're going to hit the convert from spinner syntax, and that's done. Converted it all. Now we need to get rid of the SRWs. So we're going to do alphanumerics to var sheet coding, and that's done. And you can see that everything looks great here. So after that, I want to save real quick just to be safe. So save it. Top left corner's the little floppy disk icon, and we're going to do our header generator. And it says that index.html is already in this location. Yeah, that's right. I pasted an index in there. So I'm just going to overwrite that. That's fine. And saving as CSV, and that's fine too. Perfect. So let me get back in Dreamweaver. Okay, yes, let's reload this. That's the index page. I'm going to open. I'm going to get that index back to me again. So let me just grab that. Pro runs, Colton, index. I'm going to file, save as. In the desktop, Colton 2, we will do this as main index.html and save. And no, I don't want to update my links. So there we go. Now we got our page back again. Okay, so first things first, we're going to take the information from here and put it over here, right? So this is going to be pretty simple. Let's go line by line. So title, we'll grab title, description, and keywords. Highlight it, hit Control X, and go to the main index that you just found, and here's the title, up to the keywords, paste it. Now refresh. Looking at the keywords, there is an issue here too. Hit enter there, put that on its own line and that on its own line, and we have to close off our meta descriptions. Okay, so where it says content equals quote and the words end quote, looks like it always takes away the end quote. Okay, so make sure that's there, and that was easily identified because everything was blue. Alright, so save that, go back over here. We have our div class title. You're listed in our blank for free, and span and div. That was Control X, and right here, get listed, get your business for free, and div to div, paste, refresh. There's that. The next thing was call us immediately. We are the best plumbers in Colton, California. So call us immediately. We are the best plumbers in Colton, California, and cut that. And this is all I do. I go line by line and make sure that I copy paste everything in. I'll do a couple more, and that way you know what I'm doing. So here's the paragraph and end paragraph. There is no doubt. And look for there is no doubt. Paragraph, end paragraph. Paste over it. Perfect. Oops. And P. Go to end P. That's paragraph. And that would be this one. Control V. And I'm going to look. So here's that why are plumbers so expensive, right? So why are plumbers so expensive? All the way to end A. Oh no, because it starts with P, goes to end P. So cut that. And P to end P. Paste it. It replaces it. Looks good. I'm always continuously hitting Control S, Sierra, for save. It's the habit, and I don't usually say it, but just so you should get into the habit, continue to save as you work, just in case anything bad happens. So our plumbers, what is this one? That would be right here. Our plumbers check plumbing emergency. And I think that would go to 167. If you're ever unsure, you can always check your var sheet and see what 167 is. Whoops. 167, check. Okay, it goes to 170 actually. So 170. Control Z. So cut that. X. And boom. Control V. Next thing is paragraph end paragraph, Control X, Control V. Control X is cut, Control V is paste. We're gonna delete that line. Our plumbers will give you the best price and do the plumbing job. Our plumbers will give you the best price and do the plumbing job. Control X, Control V, and I'm almost done. Are those together? Those are together. So I can just grab it, whole thing. I'm done with it. I'll be done with it. There it is. And I do like to split my paragraphs up. So there's that. Control S, X out. Nope. So then this is the index page. Now if you hit refresh on the bottom, you see all the vars, everything looking good. And that's wonderful. So I varred out what I needed to var out. I didn't touch what I didn't want to touch, which is over here. And I didn't want to touch my list. And that's it. That's all I have to do. It may take a little bit longer, but in the long run, my source code still looks wonderful. I don't have any errors, and I'm golden. So I can either leave this saved as main index, or I can file save as and save it as the index as well. Yes, I want to overwrite it, and that's perfect. So now it's the index page. I do have the main index as the backup, so no big deal, but I have this as index, and that's what we like to see. So I'll close that out, go back to the var sheet. Var sheet's done. What was created as well was a CSV file, right? So open up your CSV file. After you open the CSV file, first thing you're going to want to do is delete this first column for now. And again, you got to notice that there was only 2 rows sent over to the CSV. I have no idea why this happens, but real quick fix. You go to the Excel sheet that you have and you see all your rows. So you, on the far left, click, hold, and drag down, and you can quickly make sure that you're not missing any vars, right? You have everything highlighted. Right click and copy, go to the vars.csv, and on column 2, right click and paste, or I usually just hit Control V, and there you have it. All the vars, all the variations are there, and they're still correct. Okay, so now we want to, you can hit save and yes, and then click column A, and then right click and click on insert. And what you want to do is choose, you got to put in your menu and root, and you're gonna have the, what is it, the left less than sign, the bracket over the comma, 3 times, capital menu, hit enter, and then capital root. Save it, yes, and you're done with the CSV file. You can just X out, don't save, that's fine. You can save your Excel sheet, and you're done with that file. Now we need to create our profile. So we open up MOWG Pro. Let's grab everything. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load the previous profile created, because it has my FTP and all the information in there already. But I'm just going to grab the correct files that we just have, right? So we're going to go to desktop, Colton 2, grab that index file, and go to desktop, Colton 2, grab that vars.csv file. And I'm still going to want to put it in Colton. If I wanted to change this, and I can go to where it's at, MOWG Pro, demo runs, and I can make a new folder called Colton 2, right? And choose there, and put all my Colton 2 runs inside of there. More organization, better you're organized, the easier it is to find stuff later down the road. I'm still uploading it to the same website. I'm just going to put it in a different folder now. I'll put it in 3 test, because I changed my URL up there. I need to change my URL down here. 3 test, and FTP is the same, and password's the same. And I will save as desktop in Colton 2. I'm going to create a new folder called profile, and I will name this index Colton 2 and save. Now, because I loaded it, I don't want to lose my URL structure there either. Whatever, I'll just lose it, no big deal. But also get this error, the domain menu and project. I forgot to put that in there, so let's put that in there real quick. File, open, Colton 2 index, and in the description we'll quickly put bracket, percent, capital menu, percent, close bracket, and I'm going to have domain and project because I don't actually have any real paths. I'm only going to change it to be, actually no, I will change this. So let's change this to make it universal. So everywhere it says source, or excuse me, everywhere it says underscore all files, that's where my images, my CSS sheets, all that stuff is at. So I'm going to grab the bracket underscore all files. I'm going to copy that, Control C, and then find. Everywhere I see that, I want to change it to it's going to be quote, and I'm going to change it to domain. So bracket, percent, capital, domain, percent, close bracket, and the slash underscore all files. So for example, you're going to see source equals quote domain slash underscore all files, and it'll continue on. Now what that does is the domain gets grabbed from MOWG Pro right here, and that's what's going to put. It's going to make me able to use this particular template on any domain that I want, you know. So what we shall do is click on top, find next, and we will replace. And that's correct. That's correct. That's correct. It's great. And it's done. I will save. Oops, I gotta close MOWG Pro. Sure. And then I will save. Now this is all good to go. I've got my domain, I've got my menu, now I need my project, and again, just like last time, I'll just grab a keyword. We'll grab plumbing, right? So plumbing, and we will make a link out of that with bracket, percent, domain, percent, close bracket, slash, open bracket, percent, project, percent, close bracket, and click up here and you'll see it created the link. A space href equals quote, domain project, quote, and then plumbing is the anchor text, and close it off with an A, and you see it made a link there. So now I meet all the criteria that MOWG Pro requires of me. So let's load that profile. That's saved. We'll load up index Colton 2. I'm going to re-grab the index page. Okay, and I'm going to save and hit next. No error. So I'm going to do my root ID, emergency call, hour, skill technicians handle anything. So I just create a quick URL structure. We'll do ID in there, dash dash, create a folder, very skilled plumbers handle emergency.html. I will save this, Colton 2, profile, index. Yeah, I want to replace it. I'm going to do 50 pages, upload it to 3 tests. That should be perfectly fine. I'm going to process. Now that this is processed, I want to go over to my FTP and make sure that it got loaded correctly, right? So I already logged in, and I want to go into the Colton folder because that's where it's at, and 3 test, and boom, there's my pages. That looks good. So we'll go to URL and Colton neighborhoodplumbers.com/3test, hit enter, and you can see that everything is here. I have a broken image, so I have to see what happened. I can right click, open image in new tab. I see that it put this link, so I came to my index page and found that I missed a source, which is this image right here. So it's this one, highlighted it, and image source equals quote, and I did not see it when I was doing my find and replace. The slash underscore all files didn't have this slash, so it looked like this. It said image source quote underscore all files, and if you remember correctly, I was searching for slash underscore all files, so that's why I didn't see it. All I have to do is put the domain slash in there, and it grabs the domain. I can even rerun this, right, and it will fix. And that's usually why I'll run 50 pages. Even when I'm doing a regular site, I'll do 50 pages or so, test them out, make sure everything's working correctly, and then after I know for sure that all the bugs are fixed and tweaked, then I'll go ahead and run out the big run. And as you can see, I just refreshed the page, and there's the image. And look at this. Everything looks great, right? Let's go to ToTest. And on ToTest, this is where we did the import web page. Okay, it's very good. We can see right away that my buttons are jacked up top, right? The other stuff that I didn't want to happen, we have a lot of spacing that I would still have to go in and tweak. Here, everything's perfectly fine. Boom, everything matches the way I want it to match. There's nothing that I'm missing. On 3 tests, it looks like I missed an other image. So, yeah, it put 3 tests. So if I look at Dreamweaver, go to my footer, and yes, I don't have the bracket percent domain percent bracket slash underscore all files, control S, and process it again. Super simple to fix this stuff. Really fast tweaks. If I hit enter, it should already be fixed. And there's my footer image right there, fixed and ready to go. That's it. That's all we have to do. There's nothing else that needs to be done. So now you have both doing a MOWG Pro run with the import web page function. You have the MOWG Pro run where you copy and paste. I personally prefer doing it copy paste over any other way, because I like to keep my source code as simple as possible, as clean as possible, excuse me. I don't like to have a big bundle of crap on my source code. I want to make sure it looks nice, everything is great and ready to go. That's my preferred method. Next thing is the website that I made for you, how to import it and use it with Dreamweaver and the text document README. So the website is right here. Very simple and straightforward. Okay, you have a header image right here that you can change. Main thing is you want to grab the person's attention. You want to answer a question right away. You may put 1 bullet or 2 bullets. I'm just telling people right away for this site how to save money by choosing the correct plumber. Everyone's fear when they call a plumber is that they're going to get ripped off. So this right there answers a question. We've got a video. We've got a call to action right here. There's a phone number that they can call if they want to call right away. And you can use the same exact layout. Change out the images, easily changed in Photoshop or any paint editor. You have the image name, you have the files itself. So you have the image name, you can just create a new file and save it as make money to, right? I uploaded all of that to frontlineseo.com/MOWG bonus, and you can download it there. Once you download it, you're golden. You have every single file that you need. Images, the index page, the about page, the contact page, the video. You have all the source code, easily readable so that you can make any edits that you want to make. You see that there's a video here, you can go inside of the source code and look and say, okay, I got the video, this is the coding that I want to make. I want it to match this coding. I want to do the same exact function. So there you go. Okay. When you download and unzip the website folder itself, I put a README file in there, and make sure you read it, because I made sure that you know the 4 things that should be changed on every page so that you can make sure it's branded for yourself. There's no hidden links anywhere else, so if you change these 4 things, then you will be perfectly fine. You change the footer link, it's that image that was on the website. This is the footer link. Change that. Replace the stat counter code, change the phone number, and the share buttons. The share buttons are at the top, this row of buttons right here. These are linked to a website called Share This, and just create an account and create your buttons and get them uploaded. You grab the code and put it on there, exactly where that particular coding is. The buttons are right here, so you just replace my code with your code. No big deal. And that's it for the README text.